good morning again. Thank you to Autobox for inviting me to be here, and thank you, ladies. It's been a pleasure to be with you. I'm completely blown away with all the information that you've shared, that you've gathered, and truly this is your specialty. My background, my background is, as I mentioned before, it's really urban planning, environmental planning. So since college, I did research. I was with Greenpeace. I was with an international scientific organization where we did disaster risk management with Kobe University, with Kathmandu in Nepal. Yes, and since I got married, things changed a lot, and I kind of go where the wind takes me. So, a year ago, I started the cooperative for Motech because it's been a growing company for the last 3 years. And I'll share with you about Motech later. So you've met my husband. We have 2 girls, a 7-year-old and a 4-year-old. I enjoy reading, traveling, time with my girls, doing anything with them. I enjoy organizing events for families, for people, for friends, and then I love doing DIY projects. So art projects, or I organize my own parties for the girls, and yes. And so I love hiking, and I think we're kind of different in this aspect because I normally I can go shopping for a maximum of 2 hours, but I can go hiking for 8 hours. So and it's very tiring in the mall. I don't know how you girls can do it in heels, nonetheless. So my other interests are community involvement. I do a lot of church projects and with organizations serving orphans and other things like that. And I'm passionate about environmental care, social responsibility. And since I learned a lot about cooperatives, I'm very passionate about cooperatives as well. Oh, sorry. So about Filipinos, I don't know, I think a couple of you have been to the Philippines. So we speak Tagalog, and almost everywhere in the Philippines you won't have difficulty traveling because you speak English. We are composed of 92% Christians and 8% Muslims that are focused in the southern region of the country. We have a population of 92 million, well, that was 2010. Almost half in urban areas. And we have for the past 5 years, we have had a booming industry in motorcycles. So new cars in 2012, 7 million. It's easy to get a vehicle in the Philippines. If you have the money, you can go to a shop, tomorrow you have your car. So registration is very easy as well. We don't have rules like you need to have parking space, or if it's your second vehicle, you have more tax to pay. It's nothing like that. So it becomes easier. That's why one of our major problems is really traffic. And traffic can be really bad to the point that in the center, the metropolis, Metro Manila, I live, for instance, within University Belt. And in that area, if it's dismissal time or time for children to go to school, traffic, it can take you 30 minutes for traveling 800 meters. So you can just walk, and you can imagine because of the very high density of cars. So 53% of households have cars, and 38% have more than 1 car. Among those who belong to the upper class, they can have up to 5 to 10 cars per person. So that's the way it is. We have a ratio of 5 to 2 drivers for female and male, and the average age of a car would be 10 years. So normally warranty would only cover a year and a half, and then afterwards they look for an auto service such as Motech. We have a lot of, because majority of population live below poverty line, so we have a lot of hole-in-the-wall service centers for vehicles. So, and then among those that Motech competes with, there are 4 major competitors. But in the last 2 years, Motech has had growth that are uncomparable to the others. So yes, and Filipinos are very social. So we do things in big groups. I remember my sister, she won an award, she works in Texas, and then we were supposed to send a message for her, a video message. And she was telling us about this afterwards. She said, okay, there were 3 winners, and then everybody had a message from 2 people, from 4 people at most from the family, and then she had a message from 45 people. And they were saying, how did you gather all that people at one time? That's our regular Sunday lunch. That's our family. Yuri-san has been to our house, and Hori-san has been with the family also, so they know that when we go out, it's a party of at least 25 eating out. So that's the way it is. But relationship is really key. So that's why, that's also why one of the priorities in Motech is really building that relationship with customers. So Motech has been around for 39 years. We just had our 39th anniversary last August. And for the past 34 years, we had 6 company-owned stores, and then we decided to maybe open to franchising. And so it took a while, and then we had our first 5 franchisees when Autobox, we had our first 5 operational franchisees and 20 listing up to be franchisees when Autobox partnered with us early this year. So we are all over the Philippines. We're not just concentrated in Metro Manila. In fact, our main office is in one of the provinces, in our own province in Pampanga, Angeles, where we have 3 shops there. And yes, the target is, with Autobox, is to open 500 branches all over the country. So yes, so you might be thinking, whoa, 330 stores, but it's not anything like the stores, like the Autobox stores that you guys manage. Ours is an average of 250 to 400 square meters. The style is really low operating and high GP. So we don't have, it's all service. Main line is service. We normally have a small warehouse beside the store where the products are, but we don't have any big mall type. That's already mall type for us. Mall type accessory store. So we don't have anything like that. There are accessory stores, also very small in certain areas in the metropolis, but it's mostly for second-hand or China-made products, and so that's what we have. And then in Motech, we have 70,000 customers, 98,000 cars that come in regularly, and 13% of our customers are women. So yeah, so that's our customer base. We have, sorry, next. Okay. So, and then for marketing, we do the simple. We have signages, flyering, we have packages that we realize a lot of women, a lot of our women customers choose because they don't know a lot about cars. So, and then it's very personal. So even we have mechanics that get invited in birthday parties of the customers. A month ago, we had an admin staff who was invited to a wedding. She was godparenting to a wedding of a customer. So it's really that kind of relationship that they have. And so we maintain this the information base or the database of our customers in a system that enables us to have information irregardless of which branch they go to. So if they go to a branch in a certain area, if that's the regular branch, they know their information about the person, regular mileage, and birthday, or even coffee preference or something like that. And then if they go to another store, if they pull up that file of that customer, they will see also and know, okay, this person has had these repairs in the past, and this is the kind of, these are his preferences. So that in that way it becomes very personal. So, and based also on that database that we have regular texts and calls. Filipinos also, it's part of our culture that we are actually the most texting population in the world. So everybody has their phones, and so we keep in touch via text. We remind them, okay, by this time, you are most likely due for a checkup, and some reminders like that. So it makes them come in. And very recently, we've also invested in social media. So like one text blast will go out to 5,000 people in one day, and we expect it to take effect in the next months. So, but beyond marketing, it's really, because Motech is also a training center, so we provide training and jobs for those who have graduated high school but who don't have money to go to college or to study mechanic, engineering. So they do the training, the top performers get employed into Motech, and then we have a lot of CSR activities also. And even the clients are interested. We're surprised because we open up CSR activities for medical missions and stuff like that. And we have clients who are interested, and they even give donations, and they like hearing about these things. So, in fact, so one time I was driving around Metro Manila, and I saw a new branch that was coming out, and they had signs already that said, Motech is employee friendly. It's all these things that I didn't even consider as a marketing tool, but then they had that. And I realized also that especially the younger population who have more buying capacity because of the growing call centers in Metro Manila, and because of OFW returns. So they have a lot of buying power, and they are more socially aware. So in terms of the cooperative, we see it as a means to make our employees happy. So that they feel that they are part and they are invested in something that grows, and that because they also grow their own money through the cooperative, so they belong to a bigger group. It's even if the branches are very far apart, when we have big activities, everybody knows each other, there's respect, and we know that they're happy, and because they're happy, they will be happy serving our customers. So that's it.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Pam. Linda?